So let's say we want to name something like this: CH3, 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 CH3. So this is the same thing as in you can number it this way, is in condensed form, or you will see it this way. So I may not be splitting it anymore, as in it can be like this. So this CH3 is this C. So you have another CH3. Here too you have another CH3. That is a methyl group. So let's split it. So it should be like this. So if you see this now, all the carbons have 4 bonds. So it's correct. So now to name this, you have to find the longest carbon continuous chain. Yeah, as usual. So if I number it this way, this is a chain. You can also have it straight or straight down or like this. So anyhow. So if you count it this way, you have 1, 2, 3. Also 1, 2, 3. Or 1, 2, 3. Anyhow we count here, I think we have 3 carbons. So now remember, you number forward and backward. So I only split it this way to see that it's the same as this. So you may not split if you want to do your own. So this is, so I'll call this my 1. So I'm picking the straight one, 3. So backward 1, 2, 3. So if it is this, also 1, 2, 3. Backward 1, 2, 3. Anyhow you want to name it. So now, and if I don't name it that way, if I don't number it that way, it can be, if you like, you can pick this as a longest chain, 1, 2, 3. Backward again, 1, 2, 3. Anyhow, so you will still get the same results. Don't cram. Now for the first one, what is the longest continuous carbon chain here? 3, and that is prop. But everything is a single bond, that is propane. Remember, that is an alkane. So now this will be an attachment. Yeah. So and the 2 attachments are on the 2 carbons. So and that is called methyl. So this is CH3, one short of hydrogen from methane. So how many of it do you have now? We have 2 methyl. Now what is their position? Their position is after 2 carbons. So we are going to say 2. Remember, between 2 numbers you use comma, between numbers and alphabet you use dash. So 2 dimethyl propane. So that will be the name, 2,2-dimethyl propane. 2,2-dimethyl propane. So the same thing with the other one too, 2,2-dimethyl propane. The same thing with this, because if you look at this carbon now, this is an attachment. They are both attached to the second carbon. So 2,2-dimethyl propane. So let's say another one. Let's say we have CH3, CH, Cl, CH, Cl, CH2, CH3. So sometimes you may wonder why you have CH2. Let me just split this one also. Remember we have CH3, it means this C is attached with 3 carbons. That's the meaning. So you have another one. So this one is attached with 1 hydrogen, 1 chlorine. So this H is the one I write here now. 1 hydrogen, 1 chlorine. So you have another C, 1 chlorine here, 1 hydrogen here. Then you have C, this CH2. So that means 1 H is here, another H is here. So the CH2 doesn't mean we are naming CH2, but it's just carbon to attach with the hydrogen to attach with the carbons. So this now is what you have here. So trace it. So you will notice that all the carbons have 4 bonds. So and each hydrogen have 1 bond. So now you need to count the longest carbon continuous chain. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will be the longest. So this is another chain. So if you count, is 4. So backward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if it is this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Backward, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now how can you now name this? What is the longest carbon chain here? The longest carbon continuous chain here is 5. So that means this is pent. If it is 5, it's pent. Everything is single bond, that is pentane. Now these ones are attachments. So these two are attachments. So chlorine, what is the position of the chlorine? If you number this way, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. If you number it this way, this is 1, 2. So that means 2 is closer than 4. So you pick the smallest number. So this will be, how many chlorine do you have now? I have 2. So that is dichloro, as in because you have 2 chlorine. So what is the position of those chlorine? One is at 2 and one is at 3. So we have 2, 3 dichloropentane. So that is the name of that organic. So the same thing with this one, I just expand that one. So now let's say another one. Let's say we have CH3, CH, CH2. So I don't need to split this now. So you have understand the splitting. So this is Br. We have another C, Cl, Cl, then CH3. Now to name this, we are going to find the longest carbon continuous chain. So start your numbering. This is a straight chain here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is another chain here. Also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So anyone you pick there is allowed. So I'll pick the straight chain. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is the longest continuous carbon chain. So 6 is X. So because everything is single bond, that is hexane, like that. So now look at everything you have here now. We have methyl group, we have bromo, that is bromine, and we have chlorine. Remember, chlorine, bromine, iodine are halogens. So if you have more than one halogen, then you name it alphabetical order. Remember I said this is bromo, this is chloro, so I will name bromo before chloro. So you are not using the die, so just bromo, chloro. So B come before C. So now I have hexane because that is the longest carbon chain. So now if I number this way, 1 2, you know, 2 is, I have methyl there, but if I number backward, this is 1 2 3, so the number is closer to the halogen, that is chlorine. But I'll start with bromine first. What's the position of the bromine? That is 3 bromo. So like that. So I know it's hexane, so let me now name this is 3 bromo. The methyl will come last after the halogens. So 3 bromo. Between number and alphabet you use dash. So 3 bromo. Again I have 2 chlorines, both are on 2 carbons here. So 2 2 dichloro, then 5, because the methyl is on 5 methyl hexane. Remember we have hexane. So 3 bromo, 2 dichloro, 5 methyl hexane. So that is the name of this one. So hexane, because the longest carbon chain is 6, the bromine is on 3, that is 3 bromo. The 2 chlorines are on 2 carbon, that is 2 dichloro, because we have 2 of it. Then the methyl is on 5, so 5 methyl hexane. So like that. So